Hello and welcome back to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. We are joining you live from Havelock Park for week 2 of the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League for 2025-26 as the Siri Lions take on Havelock Sports Club here at the home of the Havies in Park Road in Colombo. And have another exciting clash. Hopefully we saw Havies in a nail-biter last week as well at home to Navy Sports Club to open up their season. They'll be hoping to brush up a bit. And Sri Lions were absolutely blown away by CRN FC. They'll be hoping to put up a much better show this time out in week 2, as it's a very good afternoon to Abdullah Yusuf as well. Welcome back.
Yes, thanks Nathan. Good afternoon to all our viewers as well. Yes, both these teams are probably not having the best of starts in relation to where they were expected to be this season. We're talking about the home team. Havelocks would have been desperately disappointed to have dropped points against Navy Sports Club in an exciting game, though, that it was 31 points all. We'll come back to the discussion. Weather conditions here just look absolutely perfect for rugby. Let's just hope it remains this way. We saw yesterday 2 games having to be called off before the complete stipulated time, but conditions so far here at Havelock Park look absolutely brilliant, and as those indications show, there's hardly any cloud cover as well, Nathan, which is a good sign. Let's hope it remains that way. The humidity level also is very low, which will also help the players no doubt as this game progresses. Just coming back to the way that first round ended up last season, in particular for both these teams, Havelocks will be disappointed that they dropped those points in that draw. It was not one of their better performances, but they'll definitely hope to make amends for that performance. Sri Lions, of course, I think they have really suffered from a lot of their players leaving their squad compared to last year. A lot of newcomers into this team, and it really showed in that game against the far superior CRN FC outfit. So these are the highlights of last week's game between Havelocks and Navy.
Yes, Navy Sports Club really hit the ground running, didn't they? Havelocks took a long time to grow into that. This was at the race course as CHNFC got off on the front foot against Police, who also look rather depleted this season, isn't it? Abdullah, 29 points to 5, no real fight from the Cops on that occasion. And then this was Sri Lions result last week, 65 points to 8, an absolute hammering at Longdon Place at the hands of probably one of the pre-tournament favourites as well. CRN FC was the 11-try affair, and this was yet another nail-biter. Air Force managing to hold off Army, a last-minute Army scare, 24 points to 19. That one finished at Ratmalana, but promising signs for Air Force as well. They look like they are picking up where they left off last season, starting off this campaign as well with a bonus point victory.
Yes, so this is the week 1 breakdown. Some interesting stats there. Scrums won, lineouts won, penalties conceded. You can see the penalty count rather high, isn't it, Nathan? And it's something which I'm sure the coaches will want to look closely into as the season progresses. Handling errors, not too bad considering the conditions that are currently prevailing, but the tactics in how to adapt to those conditions is going to be crucial, not just in this round, but in the coming weeks as well.
Yes, certainly. Havelocks winning 20 out of 25 lineouts against Navy Sports Club. That's certainly one of their strengths, as we saw at the start of that second half, along with their role in maul, and that's something that Sri Lions will have to watch out for as well today.
Yeah, absolutely. And despite having the dominance in possession, that's all the more reason why they'll feel pretty disappointed that they couldn't get the win. They went down by a big margin at the start, but did really well to come back. And as that shows, Navy in the very last move of the game just managing to score try and convert it to seal the draw. And Havelocks no doubt will want to make amends for that first week performance today.
Yes, certainly, Abdul. And what will help is they look like they have most of their first choice backline back in action. That wasn't the case last week. Couple of injuries. A couple of injuries today as well. Some early team news saying skipper Sandesh Jayavikrama is sitting out this game presumably with injury, and their star second rower Janidu Fernando as well. So more injury scares looming over this Havelocks camp, but looks closer to full strength outfit for today. So hopefully they'll be able to put up a better performance.
Yeah, that's right. We'll discuss more about that as the teams yet are going through their warm-up routines. We'll see you on the other side after a quick commercial break.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Muscle Guard Herbal Cream. A herbal cream for rapid relief and complete healing from muscle and joint ailments. Experience rapid relief. A trusted product from Link Natural.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
වසංගකාරී පෙන්මෙන්. අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන්. විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන්. අසමසම ස්වාඩ් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින්. 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින්. TVS Raider 125, the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස්ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස්ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවන්ට එක නැද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Every modern office needs sophistication, cutting-edge precision, and seamless support. Vantage for the modern professional.
Hello and welcome back to Havelock Park as we're moments away from kick-off here in this Week 2 clash between Havelock Sports Club and the Siri Lions. Just a few opening formalities going on at the moment between the two teams as we take a look at yesterday's results. Abdullah was absolutely treacherous whether both games cut short and like we were discussing off here, CR and FC will be quite disheartened by the fact that they didn't have the opportunity to go over for the bonus point, but that didn't seem to be the case for Air Force. They managed to get their 4 tries in and get their second bonus point victory on the board.
Yeah, that's right, and that's the reason why today's games have been brought forward by another 15 minutes. If you remember, the first round games were supposed to commence at 4 p.m. Then it was brought yesterday forward to 3:45, and a decision was made to commence the game even earlier today at 3:30. So a bit unfortunate yesterday. Yes, CR will be no doubt a bit aggrieved, but I'm sure they have the quality in their ranks to make amends for the loss of that bonus point. Air Force notching up their second win against Police away from home, so they will definitely be a team to watch this season as well.
Yes, and live right now is Havelocks and Siri Lions, and if you hop tabs, you'll be able to see the defending champions on display at Valisara. As we take a look at today's teams, unchanged front row for Havelock Sports Club, Silva, Fajuddin and Faiz, Udara Lakshan and Sachintana Vaidyanath slots into the second row for his first start. Shem Mendis, Chatura Dilshan, and a first look at the foreign player Ihe Edwards for Havelock Sports Club. In the halves change as well, Mohammad Rifan is today partnered by the returning Samuel Madhuvanta. And in midfield, probably the first choice midfield for Havi is Mushin Falil and Sudesh Jayavikram, and a back three of Janidu Vijayaratna, Jayatu Rajaratna and Yehan Bulat Singalage with Sedanayaka, Sena Ratna, Pereira, Dodangoda, Silva, Visesio and Kodagoda set to come off the bench.
Yes, that looks a much more balanced Havelock's outfit in comparison to what we saw last week. Of course, Sri Lions on their part, a lot of newcomers to their ranks this season. Ranitu Karyawasam, Chamot Senuiratna, Johan Hevage make up the front row. Denuan Silva and Ganindu Veera Singha. The skipper at the second rows. Tabit Hashim, Sri Lanka cap Nizran Mohammed in the unfamiliar number 8 position today. and will pair off with Aiden Fernando to make up that third row. Pranit Silva and Dilshan Madhushankar will be the halves combination. The foreign player, Proven Samuel, will be the first in. Will pair up with Nilanka Dasanayaka in the centres, and the back three will be Aaron Pereira, Keshan Kavinda, and Tanuja Hevage. The replacements: Hevage, Mahayanga, Kruage, Pereira, Mathir, Chatumana, Gunasekara, and Vijay Sekara.
Yes, especially the heavies outfit up there looks a lot more balanced. We were speaking before slightly earlier as well that this looks a lot more like their first choice outfit, but of course they'll be ruin the absence of both Janidu Fernando and Sandesh Jayavikrama. How they cope with the loss of those two, who probably are two big voices in the changing room as well, will be key.
Yeah, absolutely. But in that fly half position, they have a very experienced Samuel Madhuanta who comes in to make up for that loss of experience, and he has a lot of experience of playing in that fly half position. Well, the match officials for today: Gihan Yatawara will be the man in the pardon me, I think it's Jivaka Fernando. Small mistake there. It is supported by Charni Pereira and Udara as well. So both these teams just getting ready for kickoff. Also an interesting inclusion is Janindu Vijayaratne on that left wing, isn't it, Nathan? Was outstanding for Sri Lanka in that under-27 championship earlier this year. And it's good to see him back in club colours. Will be pairing off on the other wing with his schoolmate Jaidu Rajaratne. So that's going to be interesting to see how Havelocks feed both their wing three-quarters with a bit of space. I think both of them can do a lot of damage to this Sri Lions defensive outfit.
Yes, certainly, Abdullah. And Harusha Pereira last week for Avis, I think didn't have the best of games, had a few handling errors as well. And probably Janidu Vijayaratne earning a deserved start today against Sri Lions. And that's Pravan Samuel, the foreign player for Sri Lions. And it's Dilshan Madhushankar set to kick us off for Sri Lions from right to left, and straight away a deep kick straight into the hands of Yehan Bulat Singalage, who puts the ball out into safety, takes the gain line all the way back to halfway.
Yes, interesting kickoff strategy by Sri Lions, going right down the middle, but too much distance safely collected by the former Thomian skipper, who sends play right over the halfway mark. Yes. Sri Lions with the first throw-in.
Chamud Seniviratne. We know how dominant heavies can be at line-out time, but this time the skipper manages to jump in front of Shem Mendes and collect it. And that's the first carry for Denuan Silva. Barges through a couple of defenders, and Pranit Silva sends it back to his fly half, who is taking no chances and sends a kick, but unfortunately hasn't gone out into touch deep into the Havelock's territory. The retreating Rifan goes back and collects it and dots it down in his own in-goal area. So it'll be a goal line dropout now to Havelocks.
Yes, well, that's a good gain for Sri Lions. It's a nice ranging kick by their fly half.
Behind the kicker, please. Behind the kicker.
Dilshan Madhushankar
Behind,
finding
please.
a lot of
Get back,
space.
Get back.
Mohammad Rifan getting behind the kick. Was expecting it to go over the deadline and didn't, so was forced to dot down. Madhuanta kicks it straight down the middle. An opportunity here for Sri Lions. Silva spreads it. Nizran wards off one tackler. Will he be able to go over? Strong run by Nizran, just stopped in front. Loses control of the ball, but Sri Lions do well to retrieve it. A real opportunity here for Sri Lions. Again attacking along the fringes.
No.
Again just keeping it tight, inching their way close to the try line. This is good control by Sri Lions. Nizran Nilar lays it back. Forwards try to attack again, but so far Havelock's managing to stave off this attack. Again, slow static ball. Dummy being thrown, but Havelock's defense not falling for that. Again along the
Get back.
fringes. Sri Lions going a bit lateral, but more importantly, yet holding on to possession. The skipper just falling short of the line. Nizran, will he be able to go over or will he be held up?
Thank you, sir.
And just as we predicted, Nathan, some really good defense by Havelocks. Nizran probably a little bit ambitious. Thought he was over the line, but some really good defense by the Heavies forwards. Just managing to get under Nizran when he went over.
Behind the kicker, please. Behind the kicker.
And managed
Number 14.
to get a goal line dropout for his team.
Yes, Udara Lakshan there managed to keep this Sri Lions attack at bay, and that'll be a big moral victory for Heavies as well. If you remember, this is exactly how Navy hurt them last week in the opening exchanges. This time though, their defense has been a lot better, and that's an elbow to the face of Nilakna Dasanayaka. Sri Lions playing under advantage. Pranit Silva puts in the kick, and referee Jeevaka will bring that one back. Looked like a nasty hit right into his face, Abdullah. Doesn't look very comfortable at the moment, Nilakna Dasanayaka, and I'm sure referee Jeevaka will want to have a second viewing of this one.
Take a direct shoulder charge එකක් තියෙන්නේ number TMO එක දාලා අපි බලමු එකපාර check කරලා. Thank you. TMO, my on-field decision is penalty and yellow card for the number 23. He's attempted the shoulder charge. Number 23 attempted shoulder charge. My recommendation is yellow card. And, what do your recommendation?
Director, can I have the angles, please?
I want to check the whether foul play, please.
Number 23. Yeah, yellow card. Jeevaka, there is a foul play. The number 23 tackling without arms is a charge, and you can have a yellow card penalty.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Number captain and number 23. Yeah. No. You want to engage with the shoulder charge? Yeah. With shoulder directly, not to mitigate. Then I want to get the yellow card, please.
So not the optimal start there for Edwards in his first time out in a Heavies jumper. Clearly a shoulder charge there, and the referees spot on with that decision, and Havelocks will have to play that next 10 minutes with just the 14 men.
Yes, a really good start here by Sri Lions. They've asked a lot of questions of the Heavies defense. Heavies once again a bit slow to get off the mark, just like they did last week. So it's going to be a throw-in for Sri Lions. Interesting to see the options they will use.
On the line.
They go to number 6. It has been overthrown. And Havelocks have done well to retrieve possession.
No, release.
Unfortunate mistake by Sri Lions, missing out on an opportunity. And Madhuwanta done brilliantly well to find a really good touch finder. Once again, driving play right into the Sri Lions half.
It's excellent stuff there by Heavies, but you have to say that's a chance that the Sri Lions have let go. Begin overthrew that line out, and Sachintana Vaidyanatha was in the right place at the right time, and then massive clearance from Samuel Madhuwanta to get them out of trouble. Now it's another line out to deal with for Nizran. This time again going back to the back pod, and Shem Mendes nearly had it there. But unfortunately just knocks the ball on. But we are talking about the Avi's dominance at line out time. Very nearly went right for them there as Aiden Fernando looks for his options, tries to step past. Brought down by Shem Mendes. Once again Sri Lions going to the boot of Dilshan Madhushankar. This time though Rajaratna and Bulat Singalage both there sweeping up, and first touch of the ball for Jayathu Rajaratna. Working it out, shows and goes Sudesh Jayavikrama. Looks like the ball has been lost forward again, and it's picked up by Aaron Pereira. Aaron Pereira is brilliantly tackled there by Mohammad Rifan, but Sri Lions with another golden opportunity to run at the Havi's try line. Here's their prop forward. Now back at the 5 meter zone. Here's Ritmal. Bumps off one. An advantage over calls referee Jivaka, but Havi's still playing with a bit of nervy jitters, isn't it, Abdullah? It's not going right for them at the moment, and you sense a Sri Lanka score if things don't change soon.
Yes, that's right. And the thing is, they're turning position over at crucial moments and putting themselves under a lot of pressure. And Sri Lions, to their credit, have managed to make use of those opportunities, though not managing to put points on the board thus far. They've always looked threatening whenever possession has been turned over. And Ahea Edwards is forced to just look on. It's just a crucial 8 minutes or so, isn't it, for Havelock's? Nathan, they'll just have to negotiate playing with 14 players. Even last week, they started really slow against Navy, isn't it? They were 24-5 down at one point. So it's probably something Salya Kumar will be a little bit concerned about. But for the moment, it's just a great opportunity for Sri Lions to try and get the first points on the board in this game.
Has already let one chance go begin. They'll be certainly hoping they can do a lot better with this penalty this time round. And yes, the slow starts will be a big concern for Salya Kumar and co. And the fixtures only get more difficult for Havis as the season progresses, and better teams, with all due respect to Sri Lions, will hurt you a lot more. As we take a look at the replay, the big fend from Sudesh Jayavikrama. And Samuel, there no match on that occasion.
Yes, well, that was an interesting replay, isn't it? It seemed to be a head-on-head clash there as well, which was missed. But play goes on nonetheless, and Sri Lions have put the ball into touch. So it'll be a 5 meter line out. Last time Sri Lions had this similar opportunity, they overthrew it. Will they be a bit more cautious and go maybe to number 2 or number 4 rather than going to the back of the line out? Yes, they've gone to their skipper at the front of the line out, and they've formed the driving maul. Sri Lions have done well, but they have managed to get themselves a penalty. Took a deliberate collapse. Referee Jivaka Fernando right on the spot.
Yes, timing wasn't the best there from Havelocks. They've been good at maul time so far, even last year as well. But this time just not getting the timing right on the first time of asking, and the Sri Lions have opted for the scrum right on the 5 meter mark.
Very interesting that they have opted for a scrum this time, isn't it? Unlike the previous occasion, they went to the line out. Well, they'll have a one-man advantage. Will they be able to make use of that? No, they decide to go out wide.
Backwards.
Edwards not being able to hold on to the ball, but fortunately for Sri Lions, ball going backwards. Nizran, nice step inside. Does really well is the Sri Lankan cap. Ruck is formed, now again attacking along the fringes. Sri Lions just asking questions of the Havelock's defense. Directions have been switched. They have numbers out wide, but Sri Lions unfortunately not being able to put the finishing touches, but Havelocks did really well to scrap across and get the numbers in place in defense.
Number 25. 5. Out. Okay.
Yes, and Coach Salya Kumar resorting to his bench rather early, calling out one of his players. I think that's number 25, Dilshar Kodagoda. And it's another scrum to Siri Lions, who were playing under advantage when Tanuja Hevege unfortunately lost that ball forward. So another opportunity coming their way. This time Nisran breaks from the back of it. Here's Pranit Silva, steps past one, steps past another. Pranit Silva tried to reach out, just didn't have enough height on him. But still on the halfway mark. Here's Ritmal. Good spot tackle from the Havies. And now going through with their forwards are the Siri Lions. Another big carry from Nisran Nila. Here's the skipper, and he dots down for the first commercial bank try. And it's come to Siri Lions, and it's come in the form of Denuan Silva, the burly second rower. And you have to say it's a deserved lead for them, Abdullah, and it's a lead that's been a long time coming.
Yes, well, the amount of dominance they've had territorially, you'd have to say that it was just a matter of time, wasn't it? Really good work by Sri Lions. They seemed much more tuned today into the game rather than they did last week. And once again, Havelocks just not getting their start right. And Silva, wonderful body position. With his size and bulk, there was no stopping him from that distance. And Madhushankar has fluffed the conversion, unfortunately. So the score will remain 5-0. So good start here for Sri Lions. Havelocks just haven't been able to get into the game, isn't it, Nathan? They've just stood back and let Sri Lions run at them. Just haven't been able to control enough possession. Concerned look on Coach Salya Kumara's face, along with his new assistant in the pack, Anuranga Walpola.
Yes, just look a bit out of tune at the moment. Do Havelocks, they'll need to pull their socks up and pull them up fast, and that's a big tackle from Sudesh Vikrama, and managing to draw the penalty as well. So this is a lot more like it from the Havies soon after conceding.
Yes, well, what a chase by, I think it was Sandesh Jayavikrama. Terrific chase. Really hit Nisran, put him immediately on the back foot. Fortunately, the Sri Lion forwards who had to get behind the ball receiver were just caught napping. And Havelocks did really well to apply some pressure and win that penalty. So the ensuing penalty has been put into touch. So it's about a 6-meter line out. And an opportunity for Havelocks to hit back immediately.
Fajudin with his first throw in. Collected at the back by Shem Mendes. And they set the maul. And the maul is collapsed there by Ritmal. So should be an advantage come in the way of the Havies. But here's Fajudin bustling through. Right on the edge of the line now. Trying to hit back straight away. Here's Abdullah Faiz, the stand-in skipper for today. Faiz again. Lunges towards the line. Working through the phases. Opting to go on the short side. But again, Pereira did well to get in the way of, to read that and get in the way of it on that occasion. And here's Imbajin through once again. And the Havies have hit straight back here at their home turf, and the try coming in from Shehan Silva was just short a few phases ago, but this time managed to extend his body length, the number 3 for Havelock Sports Club.
Yes, that was really good by Havelocks. thought they should have got a penalty because it was the Siri Lions front rower. I think it was Ridmal who just went to the ground and prevented any momentum whatsoever from the line, from that maul. But nonetheless, Havelocks just maintained their composure, managing to attack off the ensuing fringes and get their first try. And Samuel Madhuwanta makes no mistake with the conversion to put Havelocks in the lead.
Yes, this is much more like it from the Heavies, and even more promising news for them. Here Edwards is back from his 10-minute stint on the bench, in the sin bin rather. And there you see Shehan Silva managed to get the full extension, and Samuel Madhuwanta would have made that same kick dozens of times here at Havelock Park, made absolutely no mistake. And it's 7 points to 5 now. And Havelocks, just like last week, have after conceding early, have grown into this game. And they'll be hoping that they can just double up on the advantage from here. Kickoff there collected by Janidu Wijeratna. Janidu Wijeratna steps past a couple and runs straight into traffic. Has bought his side out of the 22-meter. Rifan to Fajuddin. Just trying to manufacture their exit at the moment. They have locks, and Rifan this time opts to kick it straight from base, and that's a high hanging kick. Pranit Silva manages to gather, and the chase is no good from Havelock Sports Club. Yes, Pranit Silva now puts in the grubber, but unfortunately just ran out of room there.
Yes, wonderful bit of work by Pranit Silva, but you'd have to say that was not the best of choices to kick ahead. Would have done well to hold on to possession, look for support inside, or just create another phase. It's brilliant technique, kept his eyes on the ball on every occasion. Thought he'll be able to get away. Rifan had him covered, but he needed to probably step inside and look for support rather than kick ahead.
Yes, and a bit of confusion on the defensive line as well. Vijayaratna and Jayavikrama there confused on who was going to tackle Pranit Silva. And the 22-meter dropout this time collected by Tanuja Hevage. Tanuja Hevage breaks past a couple of tackles, brings play right back into Heavy's half. Here's the skipper to his big prop forward.
Release.
Johan Hevage. Silva to Ritmal, and now to the back line. Here's Provan Samuel, spots the gap, runs right through, does Provan Samuel, and brings play right onto the edge of the 22 meters of Havelock Sports Club. Ritmal sells the dummy. This is much better from the Siri Lions after winning possession back. Hevage once again with a big carry and a big step from Pranit Silva. Lovely offload to Aiden Fernando. Lovely offload from him as well to his Pramod Pereira, and suddenly Siri Lions once again right on the edge of the 5-meter line. Here's Ritmal again. He's been carrying exceptionally in these first 20 minutes or so. An advantage coming their way as well. What will Silva look to do with this? Sends it out to Samuel, but well read there by Chatura Dilshan and ripped off him by Fajuddin, but referee Jivaka will bring things back for that advantage.
No arms.
But a lot more promising from the Siri Lions. Abdelaziz, it's taken quickly by Nizran. But again, well read by the front rowers for Havelock Sports Club. And another advantage coming their way. So lots of penalties for Siri Lions in these opening exchanges. They'll need to make something of this. They'll need to make it count. To the backs they go once again. Here's Madhushankar, puts in that cross kick.
No advantage.
But Pereira just couldn't get onto the end of that one, and referee Jivaka will bring it back for yet another advantage.
So Havelocks will need to be a little bit careful. They are conceding a lot of penalties in the red zone. And I think referee Jivaka very correctly calling up the acting skipper.
No arms. Please engage with your arms. Good tackle, please. Thank you.
It's just having a word with Edwards, just to tell him that he's got to use his arms. It's probably that typical Samoan shoulder first kind of technique that's being employed. But World Rugby has come down pretty harsh on that. You've got to use your arms in the tackle. So Siri Lions opting to go to the post. Just looking to keep that scoreboard ticking as we enter the second quarter of this game. Aaron Pereira with a kick right under the post. Shouldn't have any problems. And he doesn't. So Sri Lions once again going to the lead, 8 points to 7. This is a real positive start for Sri Lions, Nathan, you'd have to say, compared to what was witnessed last week. And Havelocks once again have looked pretty flat in this first 20 minutes. Will be a bit of a concern for them and their supporters as well.
Yes, we saw them hit back once straight from kickoff after conceding that first try. They'll be hoping they can do the same again, as Madhuanta once again with a high hanging kick, but unfortunately that's gone out on the full, and it will come back for a centre field scrum, and this is exactly the end result that the Sri Lions would have wanted when they opted to go for the 3 points. Abdullah, they had the momentum going their way. They would have wanted to collect the 3, have Havi's kick back at them, and then mount another attack from there.
Well, yes, I just think Havelocks are not helping their cause the way they are approaching it. They just don't seem to be tuned on thus far. Probably felt at the start they probably need to go through the motions, but in this game of rugby, coming with that kind of mindset, it'll always come back to bite you. Sri Lions with the scrum, just going on the right side, not the best of distributions. A wraparound move. Kicking ahead, but Bulat Singhalage has it covered. Nice hanging kick. Chases it, but unfortunately doesn't make the tackle. Wonderful run by Hevage. He's looked very dangerous in the counter attack. And Sri Lions managing to win another penalty.
It's only penalty. You know what the issue? Number 22, keep playing.
Yes, and discipline has been another concern for the Avis, hasn't it, Abdullah? So far they on the receiving end of a red card in their first game, and here as well another warning coming from referee Jeevaka, and probably 5 or 6 penalties conceded in quick succession by Havelock Sports Club, as Dilshan Madhushankar puts that one into touch and is about 5 meters or so out of the Havelock's red zone. So plenty of ominous signs for Havies. So take a look at the replay of that last passage of play. Plenty of ominous signs for Havies, and Sri Lions will look to capitalize with another line out in their favour. Here's Chamod Seniviratna. Goes to the back pod once again, but yet again it's overthrown. Collected by Chatura Dilshan. And Havli is with a huge let off, and Samuel Madhuanta puts in the high hanging kick. Bulat Singhalage tries to get on the end of that. That's brilliant stuff from the young fullback. Advantage coming their way as well. So from defense to attack in a jiffy. Havies. Here's Udara Lakshan. Breaks past one tackle, breaks past another. Lays it down for Rifan. Faiz working it out wide now. Havelocks. Here's Shem Mendes. Shem Mendes is caught in a good tackle by Samuel there, but into the red zone now. Havelock Sports Club with another advantage, and referee Jeevaka says we'll take the penalty from here.
Not supporting body weight.
So good stuff from Havelock Sports Club after turning over that line out.
Well, what a wonderful bit of skill by Yehan Bulat Singhalage. Chased that ball, collected in the air. Wonderful bit of skill by the former Tomian skipper.
Yes, would be interesting if we could get a replay on that one, as Samuel Madhuanta has put the ball out into touch for another 5-meter line out. And Fajuddin and co will be licking their lips as he overthrows this one. But Shem Mendes knocks it back only as far as Dilshan. But ball has gone forward, so that's a chance gone begging, you have to say, for Havelock Sports Club after a lovely build-up.
Yes, pretty unfortunate. Both teams just haven't got their lineouts sorted out. Looking to go to that number 6 option just hasn't worked out as much as they would have liked. So Siri Lions with an opportunity to clear their lines here. I'm sure Havelocks will try and apply a bit of pressure at the scrum to try and disrupt, avoid giving them clean ball. Sri Lions have done well. Nizran Bakes from the back of the scrum.
Madhushankar's exit is charged down there by the Havies chaser. So living dangerously at the moment are the Siri Lions. It will be a goal line dropout to them, so Havelocks will get possession back. And just a bit guilty of taking too much time on the ball on that occasion, Pranit Silva and Dilshan Madhushankar for the Siri Lions. Yes, Madhushankar's dropout collected by Rifan. Rifan with open space, but scuffs the pass. Bulat Singhale gets on the end of that, and he has a rare touch of the ball for Jayatu Rajaratna. Jayatu Rajaratna steps past one, brings play onto the 10-meter line. Looking to switch the direction of play now, Havies. And that's a big carry by Faiz, the stand-in skipper for today. Slow ball out to the left-hand flank, and Siri Lions defense has ample time to catch up to Shem Mendes there, and manages to win the penalty as well. Aiden Fernando. Brilliant stuff from Siri Lions, but again, Havies just took a bit too long on that one, isn't it, Abdullah?
Yes, just not clinical enough to make maximum use of the opportunities. That was a good tackle by Pranit Silva. And some good, brilliant work at the breakdown, winning themselves the penalty. So saw some initial brilliance of Jayatu Rajaratna in that previous phase. Highest try scorer in last year's league season. Just haven't been able to get the ball to them enough, and give them enough space, isn't it, Nathan? To very dangerous wing three-quarters. Lions have done well to win that line out. Not the cleanest of takes, but managing to retain position.
Use it.
Silva gets the ball out to
Knock on advantage.
Vidma.
Knock on advantage. Use it.
Use it is the call. Silva deciding to go to the base. Rifan does really well to collect that. Janindu Vijay Ratna bumps off one tackle. There's a definite knock on there. Hand not deliberate, but penalized for the action rather than the intention. Madhuvanta tries to go long and doesn't find touch. It's always a bad mistake to do when you have a penalty. Want you to get into touch with maximum distance, but you've got to find touch. Though on this occasion, not being penalized, not being found fault with, as we have a look at that replay once again. Lazy hand came in from Kavindu Keshan.
Yes, and it will be a line out to Havies to restart things, so eventually getting the desired end result. But like you said, Madhuvanta made the cardinal error of not letting the penalty go into touch. It was well read by Tanuja Hevage. Yes, Fajuddin now goes to number 6, Shem Mendes. This time goes straight to the line to Havelock Sports Club. Yes, Chatura Dilshan. Massive carry. But that's well defended there by Sri Lions, and looks like it's Nilakna Disanayaka that managed to get himself into that ruck and win that turnover. So things just not clicking for Havelock Sports Club at the moment. They tried with their forwards, they huffed and puffed. This time tried to go with their line, but yet again, some brilliant work by Disanayaka there. Keeps Heavies at bay for the moment.
Yes, but if you just look at that phase of play, Nathan, Havelock's just not getting enough players into the breakdown. Forwards are just ambling across.
Yes.
Just shown a lack of urgency thus far in this game, which was pretty disappointing. It was just Sandesh Jaivikram who had to commit to that ruck, and he's a three-quarter from those set plays. Those are set plays, so each forward should know exactly where they need to be. Nonetheless, an opportunity for Sri Lions. Well executed line out. Spreading the ball out. Edwards. Brought down by his opposite number, Mushin Falil. Managed to retain position. Kicks ahead. Mohammad Rifan will try and launch attack. Could he find himself isolated? But on this occasion, Havelock's managed to get players into the breakdown. Madhuanta acting as the scrum half. Gets the ball out to Bulat Singhalage, who finds a good touch.
And looks like the AR has spotted a high tackle up the line, that last passage of play. So I think referee Jeevaka will want to have a second look, but like you said, that was much better at the breakdown, but his time has been called off for the moment while they have another look at this.
Penalty. No, no. Make a penalty. Thank you. High tackle.
So time call back on, and play brought right back for a penalty to Havelock Sports Club. Will be interesting to see a replay of that last phase to see exactly what happened, but won't be too disappointed the lads in pink. And Bulat Singhalage with another touch finder sends play around the halfway mark, and Havelocks can try and build once again from there.
Yes, another wonderful kick by Bulat Singhalage. Drives play back into the Sri Lions half.
Stop. Change. Three. 23. Number 23.
So few changes going on here. We'll take a look at the last passage of play. Not clear. I think the tackle happened at that last breakdown on Rifan.
Okay.
And some changes been run here by Havelocks. Shehan Silva back after a little timeout on the bench. This time goes deep, does Fajuddin, and that's picked up nicely by Shem Mendes. Rifan puts on the step. Runs out of room to wriggle into though. Here's Chatura Dilshan acting as scrum half. Shehan Silva with the carry. Looking to use the width of the field at the moment, and there's Bulat Singhalage with the half break. Wins the advantage as well. Falil now working inside. This is much better from Havi's Fajuddin. Well read there by Sri Lions, but still with ball in hand are Havelocks. Here's Vaidyanath out now to Jayatu Rajaratna.
No.
But still lots of traffic to run into. Yes, Silva again runs straight into the Sri Lions skipper. And Madhuvanta puts in the cross kick to Vijay Ratna. Vijay Ratna misread that, but Bulat Singalage was there to collect. And here's Shem Mendes now. Lovely offload to Janidu Vijay Ratna. Janidu Vijay Ratna motoring towards that 5-meter line. Janidu Vijay Ratna. What a moment of individual brilliance there from Janidu Vijay Ratna, who dots down for the second commercial bank try to Havelock Sports Club. And that's a lot more like it, isn't it, Abdullah?
Yes, a wonderful bit of vision by Samuel Madhuvanta as well, identifying the space right on that left flank. Could see that the Siri Lions defense had narrowed, and Janidu Vijay Ratna and before that Shem Mendes. Wonderful bit of skill. Janidu Vijay Ratna could say he was not held, so he had the right to get back on his feet, showing some really good strength to ward off at least a couple of defenders and go over for Siri Lions, rather Havelock's second try.
Yes, and you can see exactly why he's part of that national underage setup as well, can't you, Abdullah?
Foul play only for the knock on, no?
Excellent stuff from the young winger.
Only for the knock on, right?
But a bit of hold up at the moment, but try has been eventually awarded despite some stern protests from Ganidu Veerasinghe. And Samuel Madhuvanta lines up yet another conversion.
උදාර කොම් එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න කෝල් කොම් එක
Madhuvanta strikes the ball well and makes no mistake with the conversion. So Havelocks go into the lead, 14 points to 8. Just about less than 5 minutes to go for the breather. So we have a look at that once again. Wonderful technique by the former Anthonian.
Yes, Madhuvanta has kicked well today, hasn't he, Abdullah? From open play and from the tee as well. He was the one that created that try that sent the crossfield kick out to Vijay Ratna and managed to convert. So he's flawless off the spot today, and it's 14 points to 8 now in favor of the Havies, and they'll be hoping that they can pull their socks up at least now and try and add another score before half time. As Bulat Singalage, speaking of good kicking, Abdullah, he's kicked brilliantly as well in this first half, the young fullback.
Yes, he has been safe as houses as well at the back, showing really good temperament. Just coming back to that try, Nathan, the initial break was made by Janidu Rajaratnam, wasn't it? So Havelocks just need to try and get a bit of space to both their wing three quarters. Just feel that's where their strength lies. They haven't done enough of that, earned the right to go wide. This time Sri Lions going to the front of the maul, or line out rather, in his run. Taking the ball. Referee has his hands out for a penalty.
Mitigate, but yeah, low.
This looked like was not a clean tackle there by Fajuddin. And Madhushankar probably doesn't get the distance he wanted on that touch finder, but nonetheless it's another line out to the Siri Lions inside the Havelock's half. And what a boost it would be to them if they are able to try and add another score before Lemons, and try and go in with a 1 point advantage if they're able to walk back with all 7. Here's Chamod. Breaks from the back straight away. Aiden Fernando. Some lovely hands, and here's Rabban coming off the bench, and Knock backwards, says referee Jeevaka. Some slick offloading from the Siri Lions. And needed a bit more commitment to that last ruck. But managed to come away with the penalty as well. And Havelock's defense, you have to say, caught nap in there. Taken quickly by Keshan. Brings play into the 22 meters. Here's Silva. Puts on a step, does his forward. And the Siri Lions now piling on the momentum, piling on the pressure. Havage had nowhere to go though on that occasion. That's well read there by Udara Lakshan. But still with ball at 10 are the Siri Lions. Here's the try scorer, Denuan Silva. Ritmal picking and going. Just need to be patient here, do the Siri Lions. Silva has gone to Rabban. Rabban is held excellently there by Sachintana Vaidyanatha. But looks like he's just managed to get a knee to the floor. And ball still available for the Siri Lions. There's Samuel running into traffic.
Ball available.
Slowing things down at the moment. Probably the right thing to do as well from the Siri Lions. Here's Ritmal. No hands from Abdullah Faiz. Yes, here's Nizran once again. Carrying well at the moment the forwards for Siri Lions, but Silva opts to go to his back line. Here's Rabban, tries to show and go, spots the gap, brings play onto the 5 meter area. Ball was knocked back, but looks like they've dived on top of it. And Havelocks have come away with the penalty, so some astute defending there from the number 36 for Heavies. That's Charna Sedanayaka coming off the bench. Has made a good first impression.
Yes, some really good work by Havelocks. Desperately getting their numbers across. Unfortunately, Sri Lions just felt they needn't have made that skip pass, isn't it? Would have gone through the hands, it would have been much better. Just draw and pass. Havelocks just managing to counter ruck.
Crouch.
Referee Fernando deciding that Havelocks were moving forward and managing to win that scrum. Now from the back of the scrum, Chatura Dilshan. And Nizran Nilar has brilliantly turned position over. Will Sri Lions be able to make maximum use of this? Unfortunately, knocking the ball on. Just a bit over eager. I think it was Dilshan Madhusanka tried to pick the ball on the go. And I don't think Edwards had completely released the ball. As you can have a look at that. Yes, he had one hand over it. Didn't expect Madhusanka to come and pick it up.
So that's two chances back to back that have gone begging for Siri Lions. And something that could come back to bite them. They might have managed to accumulate the 8 points in this first half, Abdullah, but it could have been a lot more considering the chances they've had and the ill discipline of the Heavies defense as well. Here's Rifan to Bulat Singalege to get his team out of trouble. Another excellent kick. Sends his team right onto the edge of the 22 meter. And Heavies can breathe a little easier.
Yes, indeed they can. But you'd have to say, despite the scoreboard reading as it is, for the majority of this first half, it's been Sri Lions who have dominated both territory and possession. They will be desperately disappointed that it's not reflected on the scoreboard. So they have probably one final opportunity before half-time to put that right. And that was a fake throw, so another missed opportunity, you'd have to say.
Yes, the Sri Lions will be really disappointed, isn't it, Abdullah? Right from the get-go, like you said, they've been, all the momentum in this game has been swinging their way as Samuel Madhuvanta just puts that out into touch, and referee Jeevaka Fonseca blows for half-time. So it's A shaky look in Havelock Sports Club outfit that have their noses in front 14 points to 8, but it could have been a lot worse for them if the Siri Lions came and took their chances.
Yes, Havelocks will probably breathe a sigh of relief that they are ahead at half-time. Sri Lions had plenty of opportunities but just haven't been clinical enough. So Havelock Sports Club, though leading 14 points to 8, will no doubt want to get in a much better performance in the second half. They just haven't clicked and looked as smooth as they should.
Yes, plenty to be shared by Coach Salya Kumar and Anuranga Valpolo, I'm sure. But we'll head over to another commercial break now with the second half action on the other side.
ලංකෙම් රුපියලක් සතුටෙන් උපන් පෑයක අසිරිය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari. Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Vantage for the modern professional.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
Every modern office needs sophistication, cutting edge precision, and seamless support. Vantage for the modern professional.
Hello, welcome back to Havelock Park as we are moments away from the second half of this Week 2 fixture between the Siri Lions and Havelock Sports Club. You can see there Siri Lions in their huddle coach Dulanjana Vijay Singh with plenty to say. Siri Lions had all the momentum going their way in that first half, but unfortunately only have the solitary try and the penalty to show for it. As we take a look at the first half highlights, that was Denuan Silva that crashed over for the first commercial bank try in this game, and the Havies hit back straight away through Shehan Silva, and Samuel Madhuwanta and Ihan Bulat Singalage have been pretty good with their kicks so far today. Here's the second commercial bank try for Havelock Sports Club that came through the returning Janidu Wijeratna with a lovely run. And Samuel Madhuwanta flawless off the tee as well. So it's 14 points to 8 at half time, and a big second half coming our way. And so welcome back to Abdullah Yusuf.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see what both coaches would have told their players. Just think that from Sri Lions' point of view, the message would have been they've just got to take their opportunities whenever it comes. They've got to be more clinical. They did have ample possession in that second half, and at crucial positions off the field as well. From Havelock's point of view, of course, I think it's just need to show more urgency and intensity in the contest, which just hasn't been the case. Have to probably say they're a little bit lucky to find themselves ahead, considering the opportunities that Sri Lions had.
Yes, Abdullah, Siri Lions had at least could have had at least a couple more scores if they were able to take their chances. Havelock's rather lucky, but even last week we saw them put on a much better show in the second half, and I'm sure that's certainly what coach Salya Kumar and co will be hoping for from his boys in the second half, as Samuel Madhuvanta set to kick us off.
Unfortunately, Nizran unable to collect the ball. So the first roll of the dice would be for Havelocks. Scrum in a really good attacking position.
Crouch. Bye. Set. Steady.
Yes, and here's Rifan with the feed into the first scrum of this second half. And straight away opting for one of their set moves. Here's Jaya Vikrama, goes right through the middle. Unfortunately, that offload just not going to hand. And it'll be a scrum in favor of the Siri Lions. So just not clicking at the start of this second half for Havelock Sports Club. But hopefully they can get the gears turning as we go further and further into this game. And over half-time as well, we'll have the second foreign player from Havelock's Vicesio Jr. on the field in the number 37 jumper. He plays at second center. And that's a good shove from Havelocks, and interestingly Havergay tries to step out of his own in-goal area. Brings play up to the 22 meter though, and he'll be breathing a little easier as Rifan's side entry means that Siri Lions have drawn the first penalty of this second half.
Yes, Madhuvanta's steal was perfectly okay. It's just that prior to him going for the ball, Mohammad Rifan entered the breakdown from the side. So has been penalized, and that's a really good touch finder by Madhushankar. Drives play into Heavy's half.
Here you have the think tank for Havelock Sports Club. Looks a bit tensed at the moment, Salya Kumar. Ball is knocked back off that line out, and to the line they go, Siri Lions. Yes, Samuel manages to get a knee to the ground in the nick of time, and that's well read there by Vaidyanatha. But ball still available for Siri Lions, and puts in the kick into spaceless Dilshan Madhushankar. Collected though by Bulat Singalage, who once again puts his side out of trouble. But that was taken back into the 22, says referee Jeevaka. So we'll come back to 5 meter line out for Siri Lions, and an opportunity presented to them on a golden platter right at the start of the second half.
Yeah, well, that's interesting. Looks like when Madhushankar kicked the ball ahead, it brushed the fingers or some part of the body of a Havelock's player. So as a result, Sri Lions will get a line out from where Bulat Singalage kicked the ball from. So great attacking opportunity here for the Lions.
Yes, Seni Viratna goes to the first pod, collected by the skipper, and straight away setting them all are Siri Lions. But this is a stubborn defense from the Avies, managed to bring it down. And they've done so legally, and they've done so brilliantly. Havelock Sports Club, and that's another chance that goes begging for Siri Lions, isn't it, Abdullah? Probably the 4th or 5th time today, and these will certainly come back to hurt them.
Yes, another missed opportunity. Just thought that they'd done well to form the maul, but Really, I have to give a little bit of credit to Havelocks as well. They piled on the pressure, counter drove, and just didn't allow Sri Lions Mall to set properly. Aiden Fernando being given a bit of treatment. Looks like he's back on his feet. His shoulder seems to have taken a shot. Does seem to be in a bit of discomfort, but looks like he will carry on.
It's a scrum now for the Heavies.
Crouch. Point. Set. Steady.
Exit will need to be good here from the Heavies. Srifan goes to Madhuanta and it's a first touch of the ball for Vitesio. Lovely offload. Madhuanta again, and Bulat Singhal has space to kick into. Sends play right back deep into the 22 meters of Siri Lions, and Havegay is there sweeping, luckily. But kick goes only as far as Madhuanta.
Number 40, you want to move back? Okay.
And a penalty coming the way of Heavies, taken quickly by Madhuanta. Tries to get the offload in. This is much better from them. Vitesio looks like he's made an instant impact. Yes, Vaidyanatha bumps off one, bumps off another. Held by Raban there. Manages to wriggle through that as well. What a run by Sachintana Vaidyanatha. And now Havelocks from inside their own 22. Right on the 5 meter line. Winning an advantage as well. Rifan surveying his options. Puts in the chip kick, but collected by Samuel, and referee Jivaka will call that one back. But brilliant stuff from Heavies to get out of jail and to be knocking on the door in quick time.
Yes, I think Havelocks should make a conscious effort rather to try and speed up the pace of the game. I think that's where their strength lies. They've got some really good backs. I don't think they have shown enough initiative in that area. Rifan knew that Havelocks had the penalty, so just tried a kick ahead, which was not successful, so they'll come back for the penalty.
Heavies have opted for the scrum. Just 6 meters out. Yes, Chatura Dilshan breaking away. Rifan, Madhuanta, Jaya Vikram with a loop-in ball out to Janidu Vijayaratne. Janidu Vijayaratne needs support, but unfortunately, pass just didn't find the hands of Ihan Bulat Singhal on that occasion. But was very nearly another 5 or potential 7-pointer for Havelocks.
Well, some of the Havelocks players are having a word with Vijay Ratna, but I don't think he did anything wrong. It was a clear offload. It's just that I felt Bulat Singhal didn't expect it, which he should have. I think that was a perfectly good distribution inside.
Bye.
Nonetheless, another opportunity for Sri Lions to clear their lines. Big scrum by Havelocks. But Sri Lions managed to get the ball out.
Release.
Samuel takes the ball up, sets it up for Madhushankar, who doesn't find touch. Vijay Ratna knocks it back, but recovers. We now try and make a run. They have a few numbers. That's an intelligent cross kick. And forcing Madhushankar to just push the ball into touch and get a 5 meter line out. So intelligent bit of the Heavies left wing.
Yes, excellent stuff there by Janidu Vijayaratne. Both wing three quarters combining in that occasion, and that's exactly what we wanted to see more of, isn't it, Abdullah? We've been speaking from before kickoff itself about how the Heavies need to bring their back three into the game a lot more, and that's exactly what they've done on that occasion, and they've got a pretty good result off of it. Yes, Fajuddin with the 5-meter line out. Goes short this time to Udara Lakshan. Not read by the Siri Lions defense. Scrambling at the moment. Tries to go from the blind side, and is that the second? Just short, says referee Jeevaka. And the ball has been held up, so brilliant stuff by Siri Lions.
First move one short, then
Think it was Tabit there who came off the bench just a few moments ago. Managed to get under that one. And managed to keep Havelock Sports Club at bay. But good move off that last line out.
You place the ball.
Siri Lions didn't read it, but managed to scramble just in the nick of time. And it's a goal line dropout now for Dilshan Madhushankar.
Yeah, brilliant defensive work by Sri Lions.
Behind.
This time Havelock's just not being able to put the finishing touches. Madhushankar kicks deep, safely collected by Rajaratna. Gets the ball out to Chatura. Takes the ball up.
Release.
Rifan gets the ball out to Madhuanta. Silva sets the ball up. Recycle position. Lovely across pass, Vijay Ratna, but some really good scrambling defense by Sri Lions. Probably would have done well to create one more phase before going out wide. Sri Lions had the numbers out wide. Nice cutout pass by
Time off. Keep.
Waiseo.
Yes, a timeout call by the referee. Couple of the Siri Lions players just nursing some niggles, but Havelocks in the second half are creating opportunities. Created 3, had a couple on that right flank, and now just another one on the left flank here, but unfortunately just making that error at the 11th hour. And haven't been able to convert any of this momentum into points. Havelock Sports Club.
Come. Move here.
And we'll restart with a line out to Siri Lions. And again, well inside their own red zone. And they'll need to clear their lines correctly from here. Shem Mendes got a hand in the way of that one, but luckily for Siri Lions, Seni Viratna was there to pick up the scraps. And here's Pranit Silva now, looks for Nizran. Nizran bumps off one. Silva continuing to look for his forwards. But that's excellent stuff there by Udara Lakshan and Chatura Dilshan. Holding up the play, trying to rip the ball out. And that's brilliant stuff from Havelock Sports Club. Abdullah, this is the forwards play that we know and love from the Avies. And they've come out to play in this second half so far.
Yes, well, great teamwork as well. Both of them managing to get under the ball carrier and hold him up. And managing to win a crucial scrum for their team. So have a look at that once again. I think it was Nisal Silva who took the ball into contact, but his body position was just far too upright. And some brilliant work by
Sorry.
the Habby's number 8, Chatura Dilshan, and well supported by Udara Lakshan as well. So a great attacking opportunity for Havelocks.
No more time. It's up, no change. Change.
And they'll need to make something count from this next scrum here, Havies.
He won't change.
They'll certainly be sniffing for that bonus point as well if they are to remain competitive in the points table so far. Have managed to just notch up the 2 scores in 50 minutes or so of play. They need at least 4 scores for that bonus point. So they'll need another commercial bank try very soon. And they'll be hoping it will come off this next scrum. Siri Lions going to their bench, running in the changes. That's Tisatta Mahayage coming onto the park. Chamod Seniviratna, their first choice hooker. He's put in a good shift today. Lasted only the 50 minutes or so, as Siri Lions have opted for some fresh legs to try and deal with these heavies forward. So you have to say on paper, the much more superior pack.
Yeah, that's right. But just have lacked a little bit of consistency. It's been in spurts where they have showed their dominance.
He's getting out. Make a substitute for him. Preeti sir. Number ka kadui. Number ka kadui.
So the referee is just managing to get the message across that Sri Lions don't have their full complement of 15 players on the field. So it just seems to be sorted out now, and we'll going for the scrum.
Bind. Set.
Rifan with the feed. Deciding to spread the ball. Madhuwanta with a switch pass. Long, strong run by the Heavies replacement centre. Visesio Junior. And managing to win the penalty as well. So what will Havelocks do? Looks like they decided to take a short tap.
Nisa Silva takes it quickly. And now knocking on the door once again our Heavies. Here's the replacement barging over, and that's the third commercial bank try for Havelock Sports Club, and it's come in the form of Charana Sedanayaka, who's been mighty impressive off the bench so far. The number 36, the replacement front rower for Havelock Sports Club, was called into action in that first half, has been brilliant, and that's a deserved try for Charana Sedanayaka, and the third commercial bank try for Havelock Sports Club. And considering the way they played in the 15 minutes we've had so far in this second half, that's a deserved score as well.
Yes, indeed, and it all started off from that very strong run by Visesio Junior. Just put the Sri Lions defense on the back foot, and from the ensuing phases, Charna Silva barging over for the Heavies' third try. The conversion has been successful by Samuel Madhuwanta, so Havelocks have been able to stretch their lead 19 points to 8, and they'll probably breathe a little bit easier. Pardon me, I believe it should be 21 points to 8, as the conversion was successful.
Yes, Madhushankar once again with a deep kick collected by Chatura Dilshan, who takes the ball into traffic.
Inside 22.
Referee Jeevaka says they are inside their 22, so Pulat Singalage can kick this one out on the full, and that's exactly what he does. And that's another massive kick from him, brings play all the way close to that 40-meter mark.
Yes, well, there was some good pressure applied by the Sri Lions players as well, not allowing Bulat Singalage to get as much distance as he normally has done in this game. So that's Sadun Sadhan Kumarapati has made his way onto the field.
The first throw from the replacement hooker is crooked, and Havelocks have won themselves another short arm penalty. Since the forwards are coming into this game slowly but surely, and that's what the Heavies probably would have wanted. And they'll looks like they'll be taking the scrum off this next one. They'll be hunting for that fourth commercial bank try, isn't it, Abdullah? They'll want to come away with a bonus point from here to remain competitive in that points table. It's like we were saying, the fixtures only get more and more difficult for Havelock Sports Club. Starting off the campaign against last year's bottom two, Navy and Siri Lions. Unfortunately, couldn't get full points off of Navy. They'll be hoping they'll be able to get the full 6 points here at home against the Siri Lions.
Yes, well, still a little bit of work to do. Plenty of time in this game. Rifan feeds the ball. It's the ball out to Madhuanta, who decides to go cross field. That's well collected by Kevin Dukeshan. Makes a run for it. Almost intercepted by Heavies, but knocked on in the process. So it'll be a scrum in favor of Siri Lions.
Come here. 30 seconds more. Come here.
Referee Jivaka wants the scrum taken quickly. Forwards have just been meandering along so far in this game, isn't it? Abdullah has been a bit stop-start. But when we've had continuity of play, it has been entertaining as well. As that's an early shove from Heavies, and Siri Lions take the resulting penalty quickly. Here's Madhushankar with a high hanging kick. Rajaratna is there though, sweeping up for Havelocks. Gets it out to his fullback, but that's a good tackle coming in from Mahathir Raban. Doesn't allow Bulat Singhal again any kind of breathing room. And forces the rest of the Heavies players to track back. Yes, Fajuddin now. We haven't seen a lot of carries from Azmir Fajuddin. As Mohammad Rifan opts to kick from base, and that's collected there by Pranit Silva. But the chase is good from Jaya Vikrama. But luckily for him, there's a lot of support for Siri Lions. This is encouraging stuff from the team. And now looks like they'll be going with their forwards. Taking the ball into contact, but stubborn defense coming from the Havelock's front row. But here's Have again now trying to step, gains a few meters for his team. Need quick ball.
Your hands. Number 9.
Visesio thought he had intercepted that, but
You want release.
there was no release, says referee Jivaka, so it'll be a penalty to Siri Lions.
Keep the place.
But another interesting phase of play that has ended with a penalty to the visiting side.
Yes, hands in the breakdown is the call. So it'll be an interesting option here for Sri Lions. Will they go for points or will they go for touch? We've just entered the final quarter of this game. It's a 13-point deficit, so yet 2 scores away.
His lower body.
Heavy's skipper being given a bit of attention, but he seems good to go.
Not release the tackle.
21 points to 8, and Dilshan Madhushankar sends this into touch, brings play into the Heavies 22. And Siri Lions, like you said, Abdullah, with time running out as well, if they are to try and force a result here, they'll need to pull one back and pull one back fast.
10.
$13 points behind at the moment. Siri Lions, they'll be hoping to cut down that deficit with this next set move. As Sachintana Vaidyanatha's day looks to be done, and it's a first appearance for Havelock Sports Club for Tinethra Dudangoda, knockout winning captain from the recently concluded Dialog Schools rugby season, but straight away has made a hash of his first line out, and that's taken quickly by the try scorer Denuan. And straight away Siri Lions looking to go with the forwards, fresh legs on the park, but forced to backpedal just a bit there. Ball is available for Praneeth Silva.
Use it.
Goes to Kravage. And now just going through the motions, Siri Lions.
Number.
They know a score is not too far away. Here's Nizran trying to wriggle through. Brings his side inside the 5 meters. Silva now to Samuel. Samuel spots the gap. Needs to stretch out, but has he been held up? It looks like he has, and that's brilliant stuff in defense from Havelock Sports Club. And yet again, we sound like a broken record saying this, Abdullah, but it's another chance that's gone begging for Siri Lions. And that time it was Samuel Madhuvanta that managed to get his hand under that.
Yeah, that's right. Some desperate defense by Havelocks.
Behind the kicker, all.
Missed opportunity to have to say. Just Samuel on Samuel. And it's Madhuvanta who managed to win that battle and save his team. Bit of blushes. Now a drop goal attempt. And it's successful. What a wonderfully executed drop goal by Nadun Gunasekara. Brilliant bit of skill, but not quite sure whether that's what Sri Lions would have wanted. Nonetheless, they managed to narrow the lead to 10 points.
Yes, not a bad first contribution there for Nadun Gunasekara, fresh off the bench, but in terms of the thinking behind that, Abdel, I think the 3 points is better than nothing. Even though Siri Lions had multiple chances, didn't have anything going their way, weren't able to translate it into points. And I think that all culminated into Nadun Gunasekara going for that 3-pointer. But what a drop goal it was from almost the halfway mark.
That's a long-ranging kick. Rifan, though, at the back, collects it comfortably. Looking at his options. Gets round Samuel, but he's tackled. But Havelocks have done well to retain position. Close run by Delicio. Ball has been recycled. Rifan spreads it out wide. Tinethra Dudangoda, well tackled by Nizran. Good work by the blindside flanker, but unfortunately, ensuing breakdown.
You want to release the tackle?
I think it's Denuan Pereira, or Denuan Silva rather, not releasing the tackler and has been penalized.
Samuel Madhuvanta has put the result in penalty kick into touch, and just 10 meters or so out now are Havelocks. They'll want to wrap up the bonus point before it gets too late in this game. Just 15 minutes or so left on the clock. And two jump-in options now for Havies. They have Shem Mendis and Tinethra Dudangoda. Goes to Shem, does Azmir Fajuddin, and they set the maul nicely to Havi's Sports Club. Motoring through the maul, eventually brought down, but not before gaining some substantial meters. And now it's just a matter of working through the phases for Havelock Sports Club, picked up by Fajuddin. Here's Udara Lakshan, needs support though. Just a couple of meters short. And interestingly, referee Jeevaka has stopped play, but looks rather concerning. Looks like there's some blood drawn from the head of Azmir Fajuddin.
He was not the ball carrier. He was a latcher. Yeah, palle hatana hinda yage.
And looks like we'll need to have a second look at that one. Doesn't look comfortable for the Havi's hooker.
So have a look at that once again, as the referee says. Just an unfortunate clash of heads between Azmir Fajuddin and Nizra Nirar. It's just a rugby injury. Nothing to worry too much about in terms of referrals. Sipatana skipper Todangoda, great to see him on the field. A really good season for his school last year.
Yes, and Havelocks have gone to their replacement hooker Dehan Senaratna, but they'll be ruined. Referee Jeevaka going to the whistle there, isn't it, Abdullah? If play was allowed to continue for maybe just a second longer, Abdullah Faiz had gone over for the bonus point try, but now they'll have to try again. Will Havelocks searching for that all-important fourth commercial bank try, this time shoving the maul. Winning advantage as well. Chatura Dilshan just needs to dot this one down, and that's exactly what Chatura Dilshan does. And an immense shove from the Havelocks forwards sees them go over for the fourth commercial bank try and their bonus point securing commercial bank try. And the way they played in the second half, you have to say they deserve that.
Yes, well, they'll definitely breathe a sigh of relief that they've got the 4 tries, but it's been hard work. Chatura Dilshan, experienced number 8, going over from an 8-man drive. Just see the entire Sri Lions third row just not putting any effort into the scrum. That I don't think that quite helped the cause either. Nilar as well as the 2 flankers were just had their shoulders in it. No effort being provided or no support being provided to the tight 5. Madhuanta makes no mistake with the conversion. So the score moves to 28 points to 11.
Yes, looks a long way back now, doesn't it, for the Siri Lions, despite all that early momentum in both halves, in fact. And now Havelocks just need to hold on for this last 12 minutes. Perhaps they'll want to beautify the scorecard a bit, add another score or 2. But even though it hasn't been the best of performances from them, they'll still be happy that they were able to put in a shift and get a result despite not being at their 100%, which is another factor of champion sides, isn't it, Abdullah?
Outside.
As kickoff cleanly collected. And Kalindu Silva, another former Isipatanian, is on to the park. In place of Mohammad Rifan and Samuel Madhuanta. That's a brilliant kick, spotted the acres of space. Takes the gain line right back into the Siri Lions 40-meter line.
Yeah, well, that's experience for you. I'm sure Sri Lions were expecting that Havelocks will look to clear on the left flank. But he identified acres of space on the far side and just made sure his team get ample territory. Great vision by Samuel Madhuvanta. Now Sri Lions once again just not managing to find any accuracy at line out time. They've turned position over and now an opportunity for Havelocks. Rerisio breaks one tackle, breaks another one, offloads. And now just going into contact. And Sri Lions have managed to hold on to the ball. I think it's Aaron Pereira. That's the second time he has managed to win a penalty for his team. Really good work by the Sri Lions left wing. Gunasekara finds good touch, just short of the halfway mark.
Yes, but again, another good build up there from Havelocks. Thiret Dodangoda with his first break in a club jersey. But Visesio Jr. as well, Abdullah. I think his counterpart here, Edwards, might not have had the best of games, but certainly after coming off the bench at halftime, he has added an X factor to this Havies backline, coming in from that number 12 position. And Havelocks have managed to steal the line out of Sri Lions, was overthrown as well by Mahayage. And now going from the short side, here's Madhuvanta step in. Gains good meters. Silva quick to that breakdown. Here's Faiz. Cuts against the grain. Silva again. Looks for his options in the backs. Here's Jaya Vikrama out to Bulat Singhal again. Rajaratna puts the foot on the gas. Jayatu Rajaratna runs round. And Jayatu Rajaratna goes over for the 5th commercial bank try for Havelock Sports Club. And that's a much more characteristic score from the lads in pink and chocolate, Abdullah.
Yes, well, it all looks so simple. And just been calling for that from Havelocks throughout this game. Just sending it through the hands. Bulat Singh again drawing and passing to Rajaratna, who is arguably one of the better finishers in the local rugby scene. Just has enough of acceleration to get round his opposite number. And once he does that, it's very hard to stop him. And he goes over for Havelock's 5th commercial bank try. And that would pretty much be it as far as this encounter is concerned. Madhuvanta with the conversion attempt. Strikes it extremely well and gets it over. Samuel Madhuvanta has put on a real kicking masterclass here today at Havelock Sports Club. It's been brilliant from the tee, as he has done on many occasions. Just wonderful technique. Accuracy, despite giving the ball plenty of air right through the middle.
Stay.
Yes, and a much more relieved Salya Kumar and Anuranga Valpola.
10 minutes more.
10 minutes more, says referee Jeevaka. They're going to their bench as well as stand-in skipper Abdullah Faiz. Call back, but it's been a good shift from him as well today, Abdullah. And a first look at club rugby again for another school leaver, Sithil Pereira, Tomian prop forward from the recently concluded schools rugby season. So good opportunity now for Havies to let the young blood try and show their colours. A penalty one taken quickly by Praneeth Silva for high tackle. Steps inside, brings play to within 10 meters. Needs to release, does Sedanayaka. Doesn't. And it's another penalty won by Siri Lions. They'll be looking to try and hit back straight away and curtail the deficit.
Not on the 48.
Silva looking to take it quickly once again. Gives it out to his replacement front rower.
Hands to the ground, release.
Havies need to sharpen up at the breakdown.
No.
And now Siri Lions looking to build up once again. Can they walk back with points?
With the contest.
We've seen them do this time and time again across this 71 minutes that we've had so far. But they'll need to translate those into points. Hopefully they can keep their cool. Try and go over for their second commercial bank try here. But stubborn defense by Havelocks at the moment, not letting them through.
Well, despite attacking along the fringes, Sri Lions are not making much ground. Havelock's defense is standing firm, and could be related to the fact that it's all very slow and static ball. And eventually Havelocks winning the penalty. You could see that coming from a mile away, because Sri Lions were just not making any inroads into that Havelocks defense. When you continuously attack along the fringes, you've got to be able to get over the gain line, and Havelocks defensively doing brilliantly well to not let that happen, forcing Sri Lions to backtrack. And as a result, managing to apply pressure at the breakdown and win an important penalty. So Madhuanta will look to drive play downfield, which he does.
Yes, brings play close to halfway once again, Samuel Madhuanta. And we need to enter that conversation, isn't it, Abdullah, for that Swiss Tech player of the match as well. And certainly for his contributions today, Samuel Madhuanta has his name in the hat, but will give it a bit more time. Plenty of good contributions from all around the park, in fact, from the Havies players.
Yes, and I thought that other player who was on the screen with Madhuanta, Chatur Dilshan, also has had a really good game in that number 8 position. His experience has come to the fore today. Need to remember that Havelocks lost their skipper at the 11th hour. Sandesh Jai Vikrama unable to take the field due to an injury.
36 off.
Charna Sedanayaka's race looks to be run as well. He too has made some good contributions, Abdullah. Especially in the forwards department, there's been good contributions all around the park for Avi Sports Club.
Yes, well, once again, the second half performance was much better than the first, because they just didn't seem tuned on in that first half. But they've looked a bit more clinical and up the intensity in the second part of this game.
Yes, Dehan Senaratna. Throw is crooked, says referee Jeevaka, and it will be another opportunity for Siri Lions with the resulting scrum to try and have something to show on the scoreboard for their efforts. Abdullah, it's been pretty disappointing from them. They've put in the hard work, they've made some good contributions, but unfortunately for them, it just hasn't translated into points, hasn't it?
Yes, well, it's been a stop-start affair, you'd have to say.
Steady.
Sri Lions with the feed in. That scrum was not steady, so referee Fernando breaks it up. Have a word with both front rows to keep it steady.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Yeah, really good scrum by Havelocks, applying a lot of pressure, forcing the Sri Lions front row
Number 16.
to collapse.
Yes, Nisal Silva, they are forcing the error and Samuel Madhuwanta once again has thumped this right into the Siri Lions half. And Havi's now with an opportunity to try and add a 6 score.
Call the numbers.
So I think they've just got to try and create a few phases and get the ball out wide. Probably use Viseso Junior a bit more. Maybe using him as a battering ram to get over the gain line and get some quick quality phase ball. Chatura Dilshan is the ball carrier on this occasion. Coming off the blind side, does really well. Silva gets the quick ball. Viviseo taking it up. Recycle, but it's a bit slow. Vaidyaratna evades a couple of tackles. Makes some good ground. This is good by Silva. Good quick distribution. And Rajaratna coming off his wing. Does brilliantly well. Once again, it just looks all too so simple. Just have to wonder why Havelocks cannot do much more of this throughout the game. The second commercial bank try for Jayatu Rajaratna. And again, Havelocks getting over the gain line, getting quick ruck ball, and putting their outside backs in space.
Yes, brilliant stuff, and good work by Sudesh Jayavikrama as well. Held that pass for just long enough for Rajaratna to bisect that gap perfectly. But like you said, Abdullah, you wonder why Havelock Sports Club can't be doing this a lot more often, and it shows how dangerous this outfit can be when they get it right with their 3 quarters. Yes, Madhuwanta now looking to make it 6 for 6 off the tee. Inch perfect once again from Samuel Madhuwanta. He has slotted in all 6 of his conversions, and it's 42 points to 11 now in favor of the home side with still 3.5 minutes or so left to play.
Yes, a good strong finish by Havelocks. And once again, Samuel Madhuwanta. It's been absolutely brilliant from the kicking tee today. So I think it's a good time for us to have that discussion on the player of the match, Nathan. Some really good performances in the forwards. Udara Lakshan has been really good, so has Chatura Dilshan. But I just feel Samuel Madhuwanta, who probably wouldn't have been expected to start in that number 10 position at the start of the match, just filled that role really well and brought a level of composure to Havelocks whenever they were under a bit of pressure. And not to mention his brilliant performance from the kicking tee. I would have to say that he would be my Swiss Tech man of the match today.
Yes, difficult to disagree with you there, Abdullah, but credit also must go to the likes, like you said, of Chatura Dilshan, Udara Lakshan, and off the bench even Charna Sedanayaka had a good game after being called into action early on in that first half. And even Yehan Bulat Singalage has had a decent game. But yes, hard to disagree with you, and our Swiss Tech perfect play of the match will be Samuel Madhuwanta. Here's Rajaratna though for his hat-trick. Tried to get that offload in. And Visesio throwing Aaron Pereira to the ground there. Almost the 7th try for Havelock Sports Club. But they really got the gears to start turning in this second half. But fortunately for Siri Lions, they managed to keep that 7th score at bay and earn themselves another penalty.
So Nadun Gunasekara does fine touch, but does not get much meterage. Again, a strong run by Jayatu Rajaratna. Good intervention by Gunasekara. Knocked the ball back towards his side, so there's no problem with that. Visesio following it up with that tackle. There was a mismatch, if ever there was one, between him and Kalindu Silva. Again, an overthrow right into Chatura Dilshan's hands. takes the ball up. Silva, Madhuanta gets the ball out to Vivesio, who's trying to make a break. Offloads brilliantly, but cannot be said the same of Jai Vikrama. So throwing caution to the wind is Havelocks in these final few minutes. Vivesio, got something about him, isn't it? Could sense that he could cause a lot of problems and have a real impact for Havelocks as this season progresses. One of those more traditional Pacific Island expats that teams have employed over the years. Dodangoda penalized
number 29 is second time, crossing the gap.
For crossing. Bit over-eager was the Formisi Patana captain. Kaindu Silva takes the short tap and kicks it deep. Bulat Singhalage deciding to go crossfield. And that's a brilliant 50-22. Wonderful bit of skill by Yehan Bulat Singhalage and wonderful vision as well. Just the ability to execute that brilliantly. Shows the talent of former Thomian skipper. Switch clubs from Police Sports Club last year. What a wonderful addition he has been to the Park Club thus far.
Yes, and it's probably one last chance for Havelock Sports Club to try and add another score, but coming back to Visesio, Abdullah, him and Sudesh Jayavikrama look like they're combining well in midfield. Probably should be Havelock's first choice 12 and 13 as they move along in the season.
Well, it depends on how the coaching staff would like to use them. Is that Nathan, does he come off as an impact player running into tired shoulders? Big tackle by Samuel on that occasion. But Havelocks have done well to retain possession. Kaindu Silva gets the ball out. Viseo, nice offload to Vaidyaratna. Needed to carry the ball in both hands and look for the pass. Again, wonderful distribution. Rajaratna, or rather Jai Vikrama, finds himself on the wing. Madhuanta gets the ball out to his forwards who carry it forward. It's good Havelocks. Good strong run by the Havis forwards. Nice recycle ball. Rajaratna coming off his wing. Long ranging pass. Fortunately, not being able to hold on to it was Bulat Singhalage. But looks like we'll come back for a penalty. Offside is the call. It's nice to see Rajaratna coming off his wing in that first receiver position. Tension was correct. Probably the pass a bit too high for his fullback to collect.
Yes, Viseso Junior there on your screen. But like you said, Abdullah, will be interesting to see how the coaching staff use the resources. They have Mushin Falil as well, who is probably one of the better centers going around the local rugby circuit. Sudesh Jayavikrama as well. He looks to have that number 13 position nailed down for now. And Havelocks have gone for the scrum of that last offside penalty. Probably looking to try out another one of their set moves to close this one out on a high note at home.
Not move forwards, number 18.
But unfortunately they have given away possession. Guilty party on that occasion. Number 18 for Havelock Sports Club. 28 rather, Nisal Silva. And the last move of the game, and Praneeth Silva kicks that one out into touch. And that will be full time here at Havelock Park. So in a stop-start affair, Havelock Sports Club have managed to produce a result even on a day that probably didn't click for them. And they've managed to get the desired result, get all 6 points, get the 6 tries as well. And there you have your Swiss Tech perfect play of the match, Samuel Madhuwanta on your screen. What a difference he's made on his return to this side in the number 10 position. Good contributions all around the park from the Havelock Sports Club lads. And they can breathe a lot easier.
Yes, well, despite the scoreline, you'd have to say it was a much improved performance by Siri Lions compared to what we saw last week against CRNFC. It was just 14 points to 8 at half-time. And then probably Havelock's having a bit more quality coming off the bench and making an impact. And eventually running away with the game, 42 points to 11.
Yes, Siri Lions had their chances as well, could have had more than 11 points, but eventually, like you said, that quality of Havelock Sports Club proving just a bit too much for them. 42 points to 11, your full-time confirmation. And the Siri Lions mascot as well, congratulating the winning side today. As we'll take a look at the highlights from that second half. That was the first score coming through Sena Ratna. And a drop goal attempt from Gunaratna for Siri Lions. Their only points of this second half, and this is a score from Chatura Dilshan after shoving with that scrum expertly. And then we saw some fluid backline moves from Heavies. This was Jayatu Rajaratna's first. Had too much pace for Samuel on that occasion, and Samuel Madhuwanta, an inch perfect conversion from an acute angle, and here another silky backline move as Jayatu Rajaratna was unleashed for his second try, and the 6th try for Havelock Sports Club to close out what has been a good day at the office for them.
Yeah, that's right, and these are the key stats. 6 tries to 1, 6 out of 6 for our man of the match, Samuel Madhuwanta. 1 penalty and 1 drop goal completes the list for Siri Lions, but overall Havelock Sports Club ending up as comfortable winners, 42 points to 11 after being ahead 14 points to 8 at half-time.
Yes, and taking a look at the Week 3 fixtures for the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. It'll start here at Havelock Park as the winners from today, Havelock Sports Club, welcome Army Sports Club. That will be on the 28th of November, and across town at Police Park, we'll have Police taking on CRNFC. And then on the 29th of November, we'll have the Siri Lions taking on Kandy Sports Club in what's going to be a pretty difficult game for them at CRNFC grounds. Longdon Place, the ground that Siri Lions choose to call home for this season. And then rounding out Week 3 on 30th of November, we'll have Navy welcoming CHNFC to Valisara. Yafo Sports Club with a bye for Week 3 in the Maliban Inter-Club Rugby League. And with that being said, folks, we bring an end to our coverage of this Week 2 Club Rugby fixture between Havelock Sports Club and Siri Lions Sports Club. And on behalf of Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare, this is me, Nathan Coggins, and Abdullah Yusuf signing off on behalf of the entire technical and production team.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll on.
It's been the Sri Lanka අංක ක්‍රිකට් නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to the Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Keep pushing the limits. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕන හොඳම තීරණය.
වසංගකාරී වෙනුවෙන් අද්විතීය නිමාවෙන් විශ්වාසී ආරක්ෂාවෙන් අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Vantage for the modern professional.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep sweating. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Every modern office needs sophistication, cutting edge precision, and seamless support. Vantage for the modern professional.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Drink Samahan daily to boost your immunity and stay healthy against prevailing health conditions. Samahan daily. Stay healthy.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගින් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අසම සම ස්මාර්ට් ඔප්ෂන් සමගෙන් 125cc බලයෙන් සියල්ලටම ඉහළින් TVS Raider 125 the full option bike.